Ouija Wednesday, everybody. I am Sapphire, and I'm joined today by the lovely Whitney Moore. Everybody say hi.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for being here.
Yeah,
thank you for having me.
Oh my god, yeah, thanks for coming. Just like real quick, like what, wow, hi. Cause like you've been in some like cool movies and cool stuff. Like just real quick, like what's your deal?
What's my deal? Okay. Well, I am an actress. I've been in a lot of bad movies, and some very chill ones. I'll leave that to you to look it up. My name is Whitney Moore. I also do a weekly horror show for Bloody Disgusting.
Check it out.
We talk about all the latest horror news and movies and give you the scoop. And then, I do an RPG show on Geek and Sundry, which is very fun. Oh, dude, we gotta have you on because it's basically like D&D light. Because if anybody's ever tried to play Dungeons and Dragons, you spend like 2 days filling out a character sheet with statistics.
It's a lot of work.
Nobody likes statistics, and this one it's app based, and you literally scan actually a tarot deck.
Wow!
And you scan it and gives you like a drop down menu of character choices and stuff. So you make your character in like 5 minutes, and then can get right into the game playing. Actually, if you would like to see it in action, it is Wednesday nights, so tonight at 9:30 at twitch.tv/Geek and Sundry, and it's so fun. All women, women produced. It's a real fun time.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Somebody is hosting. Thank you, Becky Meow.
Oh,
that's awesome.
yeah, it's real fun.
Okay. Is that what you're doing after this?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go and read this audition stuff that I have, and then go. I'm actually GMing. This is the fourth, a 4-parter story, and this is the 4 out of 4 parts in a series called Goblins Are Jerks, and it is so fun. Actually, I'm an NPC in it, which is really fun because Geek and Sundry got to be the first ones to sort of showcase this game, and because we've been doing this show for probably 8 months, and the girls and I are starting to get written into the games because of how we played. We have actually like taken some of the rules and bent them a little bit, and then that has gotten rewritten into the actual rules for the game. So it's been really fun. We've gotten to showcase this game, and it is so fun and good.
Oh,
it's
awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. So I like to start off by asking people like, what is your theory? We're just gonna get right into it.
Mm-hmm.
So what is your theory about death and what happens? Like, do you believe anything happens after, or like it's kind of, or like nothing?
I tend to take the belief that, I mean, on one hand it sounds like woo hippie shit, but it's like I believe in energies and like I don't know. I'm not ever gonna do that voice again, I'm sorry. But I really do think that like if you have a very intense energy in death or something, I think that can get left behind. I think there are traces of that because when I start to get cynical about it, I'm like, well, are there animal ghosts, or they're like blah, and you can get kind of cynical that way. But I think that everybody has maybe had the circumstances where they've entered into a place and like the air is cold, or they get a weird feeling of dread or something, and so I think that there is something there. I think that, I don't know, but I would love to come back and haunt people after I die. That is a dream of mine, so I'm hoping ghosts exist.
I know, right?
Just do some petty shit.
Wait, what? Sorry, I was reading the comments and got distracted.
The Bendy doll is moving.
Oh my god. Oh,
Which
have you
Bendy
played
doll?
Bendy and the Ink Machine?
No, tell me about it.
Oh, it's this really cool game called Bendy and the Ink Machine. I only played the first chapter because that was a free chapter. But it's great. Like the storyline is basically, it takes place in this abandoned animation studio, and like one of the
so up your alley.
I know, and it's cool. Like the style is like, it looks like an old like Mickey Mouse Disney cartoon. Like that's what he kind of looks like, old Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, he's cute.
Is it right? He's so cute. Mm-hmm. But in the game, he can get real creepy. But yeah, it's like really
Keep
spooky.
eyes on him.
And it's really cool. I probably should continue it just because I don't know how it ends. But anyways, yeah, every freaking live stream I do, everyone's always like, the Bendy doll moved behind you, and I'm like, no, it didn't.
Maybe you did though, and you just didn't see it. Have you watched past broadcasts? Let's do a test. Just like they did in the movie The Boy.
Speaking of the boy, what a great segue.
Oh, you guys, I was with my friends this weekend, and we saw on Netflix, there's a movie called The Boy.
If you haven't seen it, please watch it.
It is
so bad.
So we were cracking up just over the name, and I do wish that it was spelled the B-O-I, The Boy.
Or Da Boy.
Yeah, Da Boy. So it's about a family who takes care of a doll, who they protect him as his child, and they treat him like a child. And it is a ridiculous movie. It is, I'm not going to say it's bad, but I definitely think that you should watch it and just have
it's
fun.
A fun time.
It's just a fun movie. But I also learned that movie, along with pretty much every other doll-based horror film, is based off of a real-life, supposedly haunted doll called Robert the Doll.
Yep.
Which is not a scary name.
No.
Robert's gonna get you, guys.
Bobby.
And I'm gonna try really hard because I have it pulled up on my phone. And you know what? It's weird that like old-timey stuff, they put him in a sailor's costume, and I feel like that makes him even scarier. So here is
Oh my god, so many people hosting me. Yeah, it's that outfit. That's really what.
Yeah, so I think they clearly tried to make him less scary, and it didn't work.
No.
But Robert the Doll was a real haunted doll that is basically, like, it inspired every haunted doll movie. The big story is that they tried to burn him, and he was intact when they burned him, and all of this bad stuff happened when they tried to like destroy him, and so they keep him in a locked box. But the family that owned him really did treat him as his own. So he is much scarier than the doll in The Boy, who is like a porcelain. He looks like a little like dandy boy.
I thought he was kind of creepy, but that's because
I thought he was hilarious.
I grew up with just like a deep fear of dolls. I have a lot of fears, actually. I'm very terrified of anything that looks like it could possibly come to life. So like statues, animatronics, mannequins, anything.
Dude, have you heard of Cricket the doll?
No! What is that?
Okay, so this was, when I was a child, we had a life-size, probably like this big doll called Cricket.
Okay.
And she had a tape deck in her back, and her eyes and her mouth moved when you played play. They'd move back and forth, and she'd go, ah, blah, 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 blah.
So like a Teddy Ruxpin.
Like a Teddy Ruxpin, but a child. And
Nope.
This was right around the time the movie, great film, Child's Play came out, and so everybody was afraid of dolls. And because I am a youngest child, my oldest sisters would make terrifying tapes and go, Whitney, I'm gonna get you. And they'd put her at the edge of my bed while I was sleeping, and this terrifying doll. But also at the same time, they were probably like 10 and 12. So
How old were you?
I was 7 or 8.
Oh.
So, but like a 10 or 12-year-old's idea of like what's spooky, they're like, do you want to play? I don't want to play with you. Like, it's just kind of like weird older sister stuff. So,
Not like truly terrifying things.
no,
like,
did not, but it still chilled me to my core because
you
look
were
up a
baby.
picture of Cricket the doll if you guys can find it. Only Angel knows what I'm talking
Never
about.
heard of it.
Oh boy, she's got white hair and
Nope.
blue eyes. I have to pull it up,
pull her
just,
up.
just to show you.
Because that sounds horrifying.
You guys.
Oh my god.
Cricket the doll. She came with a lot of really cool tapes that were like, bake cookies with me, do fitness with me.
No!
Yeah. For those of you, I'll come
I
up
don't
again.
like it.
Oh, Cricket.
I don't like it.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
I don't know. Like, I wonder if there is something to that. Because I know I'm not the only person in the world who's terrified of things that look like they could be alive. Like, what is it? Is it just because, like, we know that they're soulless, but they look like they... Is it kind of like the Uncanny Valley
the
type
Uncanny
of thing
Valley?
where it makes you feel like...
I think that there's an element of that,
Yeah.
and I also think I don't remember the name for it, but you know, there's like a whole subreddit about it, about seeing faces and things.
Oh, pareidolia.
Yeah. I feel like it's an element
it's
of
that.
where like human psychology, we tend to give things a personality, and like I was just reading today about how people respond more to people's memories are so influenced by their perception of the person or whatever it is that completely decides the context of things. And so that's why when things are ambiguous, you tend to just fill in the blanks. And so I feel like there's an element of like, oh, that dog, like, I get
looks
a creepy,
like it could be alive.
Yeah, and then that is terrifying to me.
Right, because like your brain will skip ahead.
Yeah, I think that it's a lot of, I mean, as with any spooky stuff, it's all human psychology, and it's all, like, literally us doing it to ourselves.
Yeah. Oh, my God. I remember when I was, God, I don't know how old I was. I'm pretty sure I was, like, 6 or something, but, like, the thing that sparked my fear of dolls was, like, my babysitter. Her name was Melody. She was the worst. She locked me and my sister in a room, put on that movie. It was, like, from the 80s called The Dolls, or just called Dolls. Do you remember that movie?
No.
Where, like, these people are, like, they are stuck in, like, the middle of nowhere at night, and then they go take shelter in this, like, doll factory, and then, like, shit gets weird. But, like,
so your fear of dolls really has, like, actual memories. It's not just like, I wonder why I'm afraid of dolls. Right. Your babysitter locked you in a room with this creepy movie.
We were screaming. We're like, oh my God, like, why are you doing this? And, like, she was the freaking worst. Like, she locked me outside in the yard, and, like, she was freaking awful.
Listen, anyways. I think that there's probably some viewers here with us tonight that are of babysitting age. Don't do that. Don't terrorize, because then, I mean, or maybe do, because then they'll grow up to be as cool as Sapphire and, like, have a cool show about scary stuff, and it'll all come back around again.
You know what? It's like, I don't know. I'm such a freaking scaredy cat, though, with so many things. Same. And I feel like a part of my, like, interest in, like, scary stuff is partly me trying to, like, get over it.
Oh my God, yeah. I think that's so, I mean, I can't play horror video games alone. I can't do it. Yeah. But I mean, I love horror. I love it in all mediums. But it's intense feelings, you know? And I think that's why you and I are probably drawn to horror community, because we're going through it together.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I watched 2 amazing horror movies last night. I watched the first one and then the second one right after it because I loved it so much. Have you seen the Creep franchise?
Yes!
Oh my God, I don't know why.
Those were good.
It took me so long to watch it, because I literally brought my laptop into my bedroom because that's where the fan is, and it's real hot in LA right now. But Creep it's 2 found footage movies. The second one actually came out last year and has 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Really?
Which is one of the only horror movies besides, like, Get Out and...
Wait, I wonder... Actually, I don't know if I saw the sequel. I know I saw the first one, though, and it was great.
Fantastic sequel. What I love about it is that, so Creep is a found footage movie. I will not spoil it, but it is about a guy who gets hired to do a film project for this guy.
Which, don't do that.
Yeah,
don't take jobs like that on Craigslist.
Ads.
Don't do that.
Stay away from Craigslist. This is the lesson I could impart to you.
Yeah.
Also, I think how Birdemic came about was like, it was like a public forum like that. Which
really
makes sense. But then I will say it doesn't abide by horror movie rules where it's like gotta scare you all the time. Like, it's a slow burn, and it is so good. And the second one really does an interesting thing where it makes you have fun in a very weird way, where you're like almost sympathizing and like enjoying the villain in it. And then shit gets crazy. Go watch it on Netflix after this broadcast.
Okay, yeah, I think I need to go watch it.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's so great. 100%.
That's
crazy.
nuts.
Horror movies get a bad. I mean, they're not well loved by critics. I feel like they're typically seen as cheap cinema, and which is really unfair, because horror is a place where you talk about every issue that pertains to society, and you you can go to so many places, but
and it's just not like a respected.
Yeah, that's why Get Out was a comedy in the Academy.
Globes,
in the Golden Globes.
Like, really?
Really. Yep. Crazy.
Wait, what you said before, and I quote, "I will never fuck with a Ouija board because the story." Oh, okay. So, in my show, Something Scary that I do, there was an episode, I think it was like the 8th episode, I told a story about my cousin when she was 16, she was like at a sleepover, and she was at her friend's house. There was a couple girls, and she was like, let's play at the Ouija board. And my cousin was like, I'm not messing with that. So she stood to the side, and then the rest of them like were playing with it. And of course, in the room, there's like just a shelf full of those porcelain dolls. Of course. Of course. Like she had like this collection of really old dolls. And then they were asking me questions, and then Sora's like, you guys are just like messing with me, that's not like real. And they're like, okay, then ask it something that we don't know. So she's like, okay, what animal am I thinking of? And then they spelled it out. They spelled out turtle, which is what she was thinking of.
Whoa.
And she was just like, that was like really
that
weird.
Is creepy.
And then of course like lights go out, and then they hear this like thud.
No.
Like all the dolls like fell off the shelf, so they all like ran out of the room, and then like didn't go back in the room like all night.
I love stories like that.
Right? And then like the next morning, the girl went back in the room, and then she just started throwing all the dolls away.
Smart.
And her mom was like, why are you throwing your nice dolls away?
They're all like, Robert.
They're all Robert. But yeah, that was a story that my cousin told me when I was younger, and I remember going, okay, don't mess with the Ouija board. So I said that in the episode. And then like in January, I made another video that's just like about the origins of the Ouija board, like where it came from, why it exists. And everyone just like loves reminding me that like I said I never mess with it. And I'm like, you know what? I've learned some things. Not scared of it anymore. It's fine.
So I mean, not a Stranger Things Ouija board for sure. Like this one is branded. That's way less scary.
Yeah, like this was literally bought from Toys R Us.
The last time I messed around with a Ouija board was actually last year when I was working at SourceFed.
Okay.
It was right around the time Blair Witch came out, and we had our friend James Allen McCune, who is in the movie and apparently was a SourceFed fan. We were like, we want to do some spooky stuff for October, so we went ghost hunting.
Awesome.
And I have a friend, Kyle, who was very, very into ghost hunting and has like all the stuff. He has
a reader.
He has one of those. It's called a ghost box, and it's basically an AM radio, and you record it, and then you listen back to it to see if there's any interference from spirits. Infrared lights, temperature guns. He gave us like an arsenal of stuff, and we went to this. What's it called? I can't remember the name of this estate. It's an old estate that burned down. It's in Los Angeles, and it's actually open. It's one of the few places that's public that is open 24 hours.
Linda Hospital?
Linda. No, not Linda Hospital. I did shoot a music video there, though, and it's terrifying. Not that scary, though, because it's been used as a set so much, so there's, like, purposefully scary stuff on the walls, and it's like, you're just a set. But this place is an estate of a house that burned down, and we went, and we like, did all the stuff. The one spooky thing that happened was that we tested all the equipment right before we walked in, and
did everything die?
Everything died all at once.
Of course it did.
Which is spooky because we had been testing it all day. Yeah, that was the one spooky thing. But we also we got up a hill and we did a Ouija board, and it was not scary because this place is open at all nights. The more you think that like the more you go into this estate, the scarier it gets. But instead, the more you go up, the more teens are there making out and smoking weed because it's like become this teen place of gathering. And so we were like trying to make a spooky video with all these teens like running around.
Oh my god.
This is not the vibe we're going for. But I was pretty chilled at like the stuff not working.
Yeah, because see, that's another thing. Here's my thing with the Ouija board or anything, because like I do believe that like if we did it the right way, we had like candles, we had like
candles.
We did it because there's like a right way to do it. If we were very like intentionally trying to like get in contact with something, I think something would happen, but I intentionally don't do that when I do this.
Yeah.
I don't think just having this here is gonna do anything.
Yeah.
Like this is not like
that's just a branded piece
this
of
is just a
cardboard.
piece of thing. But it's like with anything, like it's like I think it like can be like a tool.
Yeah, I would say.
But we're not.
Also, going out on the limb here, I would say that if we were to try to make contact with spirits, they wouldn't want to be on camera. It would be like a personal thing because it'd be like, I don't want to be exploited. Like, what's my day rate?
Yeah, right? You're not wrong.
Right?
That's very true.
I feel like, because that means that it's not just a connection with you, like you're kind of exploiting it. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know, maybe I'm a little scared to do it, but I feel like that would be a way. If we wanted to, we could, but we don't want to.
But
okay?
It's my choice not to actually summon a ghost.
Yeah, we're not scared. We're scared.
I know, a little bit. What was I was going to say something. I listened to a book called The Ghost Studies by Brandon Musulo. It's on Audible. But I highly recommend it if you want to just, like, get another, like, cool perspective on, like, what, like, ghosts could possibly be, or ghosts and just paranormal in general, because he is a psychologist and a scientist so he is explaining the paranormal in a scientific way. He's not saying that, like, oh, those things are just our mind. He's actually explaining, like, why it happens.
Oh, I love that.
So it's really interesting. So there's one section where he's talking about electromagnetic fields. So, like, there's a reason why, like, that explains why, like, for example, when you guys walked in that room and then everything, the power just, like, sucked out of all your equipment.
Yeah.
It's because of, like, the electromagnetic fields that are, like, coming off from, like, the building. But, like, everything gives off electromagnetic fields. Like, I do, you do, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, shoot. Oh my god, I know I'm not explaining this well. Ah, goddamn, I need to listen to this again. But okay. Oh my god. But, like, okay. Let me see if I can explain this. So, you know how if you go like to a place that's supposedly haunted, whatever, most of the time you don't see anything, right? Usually most of the time stuff doesn't happen, so people are like, okay, this is bullshit. But here's the thing, is that the paranormal relies on a lot more than you just, like, physically being there. So, for example, there needs to be, like, there's an emotional part of it. So, like that's why people who, if they had, like, somebody close to them die, they tend to see
because you're more receptive to it.
Yeah, like,
that makes so much sense.
Your energies are, like, on the same frequency or something, and it's
Yeah.
like it's something that you can't recreate.
Yeah.
So that's why, like, it can happen to some people and it may not happen to others.
Well, that's probably why they also say that children are so vulnerable to spirits, because their souls are so
open.
They're so open. I remember, like, having so many creepy experiences as a child because
Really?
Oh yeah, but, like, stuff that I just thought was normal, like seeing
what?
things move.
Uh-huh.
I saw, but also, like, it's so hard to tell because when you're a kid, like, you are absorbing everything. What was that?
Someone subscribed on YouTube. Thank
Yay. You. Yeah, I feel like I used to see things move. I used to, like, when I was a child, I used to, like, see things in the shadows. You know, I was a lot more receptive to that kind of thing without even really knowing that it was creepy. And I think that that's the most terrifying thing of all.
Yeah, that it was normal too.
Yeah. Definitely had a porcelain doll, by the way. You just reminded me.
Oh my
I had not thought about it in years, but she was like a Victorian.
Of course she was.
Yeah, because that's listen, Victorian times, I'm sorry, but they're fucked because, like, you can't be cute and be from Victorian times. Because as we know from Robert the Doll, cute back then was like, oh, I'm dressed like a sailor.
Nope,
but no,
can't fool me.
That's scary.
That's too weird.
She was in ruffles that matched the color of my room, which was peach.
Oh.
And terrifying. As a child, like, there's no reason to be afraid of that, but I turned her facing the other way because she scared me so much.
Right.
Maybe an uncanny valley thing. I don't know.
Probably. I mean, it's a face looking at you.
Yeah.
A face that you know has no life behind
A
it.
face that catches the moonlight in a very eerie way, by the way. Porcelain, spooky material.
Oh, you know what? That actually reminds me of this one story. So, okay, I'm going to tell one more ghost story, and then I want to give you a tarot reading.
Okay, I love
so
that.
think about what you want to ask the cards. Okay, so my friend, his name's Adam. He's a very, I love how when a lot of people tell ghost stories, they always start like, okay, this guy has no reason to lie.
Yeah.
He's a very rational person, but he is. Like, he was like, I don't believe in ghosts, but this one really weird thing happened. It's not even scary. It's just like, but the fact that it's not scary is what weirds me out. Okay, let me explain.
Okay.
So, He was maybe like 8 or 9, and he was asleep in his bed. He wakes up in the middle of the night. It's like middle of the night. He has this G.I. Joe action figure that's like on his bedside table standing up.
Mm-hmm. Of course he does.
I know. The window's open, moonlight is shining in, so he can see clearly in his room, right? So he's just lying there, looking at his G.I. Joe doll. And then all of a sudden, the arm slowly, over the course of like 15 minutes,
no,
goes up. And it's like, it's not even just like little movement, it's like, it's clearly up.
Whoa.
And then it slowly goes back down. And then he just went back to sleep. And he was like, I don't know what it was.
Do you think it was the ghost of a Nazi that was
just oh my God, what if it was?
Whoa, Nazi ghost invading your G.I. Joes, you guys. Take care.
Oh my God. But that's just like, because to me, like, why? Oh my God, I don't know. But that just like, even like those plain stories like that weird me out.
It's chilling.
Like, why did it move like that?
Yeah, what is it trying to? And you know what? I guess I'll find out when I die. But like, ideally, I would. I want to be in. I don't like feeling left out. I want to be in on the ghost secrets.
Right?
I said if I die. Listen,
if I die,
hoping for modern medicine. Actually, I don't want to live forever. Listen, my time will come eventually. But like, I want to know why it's always children. On the human side, you see that it's like, they're more receptive, they're less cynical, and like, so that part makes sense. But like, why do ghosts go after kids? What's going on there? And also, like, what are you trying to prove by just raising your G.I. Joe arm? Unless you're a Nazi, unless you're a Nazi ghost.
It's a ghost Nazi. Like for real.
That's kind of an added, like, fuck you to Americans if it's a Nazi ghost invading a G.I. Joe doll. There's some subtext there.
I need to like
this
reach
ghost
out
is
to
clever.
Adam again and be like, so did you live near a possible Nazi camp or something? Like
I got new theories on your ghost.
Oh my God. So it still weirds me out. Wait. One more. Because I just remember, it's a short one too. So, there was a period of time where whenever I got in like an Uber, I would always ask them like, do you believe in ghosts? And do you have any cool ghost stories? And there was this one guy, I remember his name was Vladimir, and he was like a Filipino man. And I remember that just because I'm like, I've never met a Filipino man named Vladimir.
That is a very odd name for a Filipino.
Right? It was weird. And he was like, you know what? He's like, there's this one thing that I just like cannot explain. I love when people have they're like, I have this one story that just like I do not understand.
Yeah, because if they have tons of stories, that kind of
like,
makes them lose credibility a little
right. Bit. But his one story is that one time he was in his like sister's house or something. Like he's like when he was a grown man. This was not when he was like a child.
Oh, okay.
So his like nephew was like running around. It's like a 2-story house. The nephew was running. And then he was about to get to the stairs, right? And then he trips, and he's tumbling down the stairs,
no.
And he's standing there going, oh, God, like he's going to break his neck.
Yeah.
And so he runs over to him, and then the nephew, all of a sudden, just like, he's about to fall on the ground, but then he stops with like a couple feet.
What?
He just stops mid-air, and then slowly like lifts up, and then just like runs around like normal. And he was like, I have no fucking clue what I had just seen, but he said it looked like somebody caught him, held him up, and then like
the kid that was falling, did he say anything?
No, he just ran off because he was tiny.
Of course. Dude, okay, so that's another thing that's like, we talk so much about mean spirits and like
that was a good one.
We never talk about guardian angels, and like I'm not a very religious person, and so I don't usually use the term angels because that is very specific to religion. But I feel like if there are bad spirits out there, there's gotta be some good ones that are looking out for us.
I know. I just love that because it's like, oh, something was looking out for like that little boy, and just like.
Would you rather come, like, if you die?
If I die.
If she dies. Would you like to come back as, like, a guardian angel and protect people, or, like, a mean little demon? because I know which one I would want.
I feel like I would want to be an angel for some people, and then just like fuck.
You
with some
can't.
people.
You can't.
Yeah, I
It's
can.
one or the other. Listen, I write the laws on.
There should be no rules.
If I got to pick, I think I'd like to be a little prankster. Like, just totally neutral. I don't help, I don't hurt, but I like, maybe move your stuff around. I'll steal your sock.
With you.
Yeah.
That's another thing that happens, a phenomenon where it's just like things just like disappear and then reappear like wherever.
Yeah. And then they say in scary movies, they're like, oh, they say in The Boy, like, he likes to play games.
Like, okay,
you guys watch
down.
The Boy. I can't
Just
stop
watch
thinking
it,
about
please.
it. Please tweet at us
really
what you
funny.
think about it.
All right. Do you have a question?
Yes, I do.
Oh my god. Have you ever had your cards read before?
I have, and in fact, when we became friends, we were both sort of getting into tarot at the same time. You learned it, and I didn't. I just kind of look at my cards every now and then.
It's a lot.
Just look at them, look them up on biddytarot.com.
I love Biddy Tarot.
They're great. So yes, I do have my question. I was telling you before we started shooting that there is a job that I really, really want, and that I will not go into detail here because I don't want to jinx it.
Right.
But yeah, I would like to know about that job and about the path that will take me on.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, that must have been, was that 2 years ago we started?
It might have been.
Yeah.
It was a while ago. So the way that like I do tarot, I see it more as like therapy in a way.
Oh, same.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Oh my god.
So it's like you know, we may not see like what the outcome of your job situation is gonna be, but we will get some insight as to like how you can feel happy no matter what.
Yeah, that's what's the best part about it is like if you have a positive outlook, even if you draw like bad cards, there's no bad card in tarot. Even if you get like death,
doesn't mean you're gonna die.
No, it's just new beginnings.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I love that. I love anything that has a positive spin, and I love that you can just sort of like there's no one way to do it. You can just do it and then see what comes up. And I love that.
Yeah, and I think, okay, so like if any of you guys, I don't know how many of you guys have ever like read tarot or had your cards read. The thing that I personally love the most about it is that like it really does, I mean, it helped me through like a pretty bad breakup. Like it helped me reshape just how I saw the world. It kind of does make you a more positive person.
Yeah.
Because you no longer are like, oh, the world is out to get me. It's like, how can I change myself to view the world in a way that will make me happy?
There was one time I was also going through a bad breakup, and I kept doing tarot, and I kept pulling the same card over and over, the goddess. And it was literally just a message to be like, focus on you, girl. Focus on your own stuff.
Exactly.
And like that helps. So I feel like, I don't know, if you want to approach things with a cynical mentality, you won't get much.
Yeah.
Out of anything.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's just like a life lesson.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and split that in 3 decks, however you want, and then put them back together however you want. And then after you do that, draw 3 cards and place them like this, but not facing up yet.
From the top?
Anywhere you want.
Ooh, okay. Place them up?
No, just like face down. Yeah.
I'm like, that one? No, that one.
All right, cool. So we already got your question. So we're gonna do it facing you. So this will be your. Oh.
Okay. Very interesting.
Interesting. Okay. Let me think. As I sit here in silence, just
these are cards I have literally never pulled before.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
We got. Are we going?
Striking image. Yeah. So this is past, present, future.
So we got the Magician.
I don't know if you guys can see.
We got 3 of Swords. Painful looking image.
Yep.
And we have the Hermit.
Hermit. Okay, I might have to look him up, but I think I remember what he means. Okay, so what I'm picking up on. Okay, so the Magician is a card. It's, wow, hi. It's like a very, at the beginning of a journey, it's like you are able to, you know what you want, and you are like ready to go for it. And I feel like that is such a you card. Like, this is so you. Because like earlier today when you were just like, I heard about this opportunity and then I did everything I could to like make it happen, right? Like, that's so you, which is great. And then the Three of Swords, it's like, it is a card about like heartbreak and loss, but it's not, it looks so sad, but like, you know, after you lost, it means that it's making room for something new.
It's an emotional journey.
Right.
Yeah.
And it sometimes it can mean like a necessary thing that you need to cut off. Like, is there anything that you feel like in your life you could afford to lose to be more emotionally like okay?
Oh, interesting. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So this card might be telling you like now's the time to let go of that, because that will make room for like what you want. The Hermit, he's an interesting card. He's all about like retreating, self-reflection. He's a hermit. He wants to be alone so that he can like really fully recharge, think about his life, whatever. I think how that is like gonna relate to your career though.
So I actually I have a very emotional response to it in the opposite direction.
Right.
Interesting. And obviously with tarot, you're putting your own stuff onto these cards, and so this is how like my I view the Hermit as someone, you know, it's a hermit, keeps to themselves, but I also view that as like taking stock in your personal work and taking time. Instead of, for me, I'm an extremely social person, and it's hard for me to focus and sit at home. And so the Hermit is like, here's what you have to do in order to succeed at the thing that you want to be succeeding at, is like staying home and working on your stuff and working on your art. There's no other way to read it than like emotion. There's like emotion that you have to wrench, and like as an actor, that's so interesting for me because you put yourself through so much. You know, when you're doing. And I'm not gonna jinx it, but like I have an audition on Friday that I'm really excited about, and you have to really, really put yourself through sort of like, you know, an emotionally wrenching situation in order to like feel the feelings that are necessary. Right. And if I can do that, magic happens, baby.
Yeah, yeah.
So maybe that's it. But like, you know, ultimately, so like if I were to draw these cards for myself, I would say like, oh, fucking stay home and do your work. And that's a great lesson to take. It's like, work hard and you'll succeed. But I'm very interested also in reading it the other way, because I don't know, I mean, maybe I did the magic to get this audition, I won't get it, and so I gotta work extra hard. So well, I guess that'll remain to be seen, but it's interesting both ways. Yeah.
Do you feel better or worse?
I feel like the thing that tarot always does is solidifies what you already know. Yeah. And it's sort of like, I mean, to put it cheaply, it's sort of like how Two-Face flips a coin and makes a decision anyways. Like, the decision never actually hangs on the coin flip. It's just like
validates what you already
want. Yeah. And so I feel like anytime tarot happens, I'm like, I know I'm not guy, I gotta do work, I gotta go home and like learn my lines and all that stuff. So, and that's not a bad lesson to glean from anything. So I'm happy with that.
Okay, good.
I hope I got the part. Everybody send some positive
wish her luck.
Vibes out for me.
And even that, like, sending out positive vibes, like, that is actually a very real thing.
I know. I wish there was a better word for it, because like that and being like, I'm spiritual, positive vibes. Like, I know I promise not to do that voice again, but like it really does. It kind of cheapens what is in fact very real, and like, so I would appreciate it if you guys did.
But
that.
do it anyway, guys.
Do it anyways, whether or not believe it. Say. Ooh.
Oh, whoa! What just happened?
Whoa! What card was that? You guys, the fan just blew one card
What does it mean?
out, and it landed face up, and it says the Chariot. Let's look at him.
So the Chariot, the way that I remember him, he's like someone who...
That was spooky.
He's like, that was really weird. I'm wondering, like, was it for you or for me?
Ooh, okay.
So, like, he's riding this chariot, and there's, like, a black and a white sphinx on either side. And, like, the symbolism is that, like, he has mastered these two, like, opposing forces, and now he's, like, able to go, like, he's, like, in the middle. And then he's got this, like, what do you call that? Like, a canopy above him with, like, the sky. And it's supposed to just remind him that, like, there is always something more powerful than him in the universe. So it's like, don't get carried away with your power, because there's something greater than you always, something like that.
How would you read that if it applied to you?
Like that. Like, you always remember that, like, you're...
Stay humble, girl. There's stars above you.
Yeah, no, for real though. Like, don't go crazy.
I like that. I really like that a lot. For me, if I were to take it for myself, I would say, like, ultimately, in an industry as sort of ambiguous and nonsensical as entertainment, where, like, ultimately nothing is in your control. You can just do your work, and that's it. And at the end of the day, like, there's divine intervention that is involved, and so I like that also, and I feel like I can glean something from that, because it's just a reminder that, like, it's not up to you ultimately.
Right. There's only so much you can do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he's mastered these, like, naked sphinxes.
Oh yeah.
And but
also Sphinxes rule is the other part of the card.
The other boobs.
Dude, Sphinxes are so cool.
Okay, now I'm just staring at this card. Well,
that is
thanks,
that's
tarot.
the classic tarot deck. That is like
I wanted to make sure I got this one, 'cause I have, like, a couple other ones that I don't like.
Yeah, I have a collection of tarot decks from different artists, and I haven't found one that I really, really like yet. But this one is such a classic, and this box is awesome too.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I love it.
Was this gifted to you?
No, I bought it.
It's bad luck, Sapphire.
I know, but I'm like, you know what? Whatever. I'll like it.
Listen, as long as you're learning, I think that's the best thing. Like, you know, it's every time you draw cards, it's a learning process. And
yeah,
I mean, for me especially, this is why I love tarot, is because I'm, like, such an optimist to a fault. I'm like, I can make this good. Listen, this is something, and you can, which is fun for me.
Yeah. Aw. Sorry, let me catch up on the chat. Sorry, we've been abandoning you guys. Clementine and Artist, can you explain the cards? Oh, I thought we did.
That might have been
been late.
the older one. Yeah.
Can you make it so that you don't need to donate 50? What? No, sorry.
To do a jump scare?
Yeah. I know. I used to have the minimum at 1, and it was chaos.
Oh.
That's what I had Brett on. And it was just like
God.
every second was a thing, and I was like, okay, we're not getting anywhere.
Well, if it helps, we're very sweaty anyways.
I know. Whew. Okay.
I had
Cool.
pasta, says Caleb Bear. Good for
Great.
you, girl. Good for you.
Pasta's great.
Dude, somebody needs to make a horror movie about a haunted bowl of pasta.
Would you say creepy pasta?
Oh, dang. Now that movie can never happen because of that joke.
No.
You ruined it, Sapphire.
I'm sorry. Oh, man. Can you ask the Ouija board to make the bendy doll? No. Oh, I mean, we can use the Ouija board now.
Okay.
All right. You've used it once before? Just that one time, or
I've
no?
done it before the time I did it at for SourceFed video. In the 7th grade, I bought one. That was the last time I had done it. So, been a while for me.
Well, before we do it, I do want to say one real quick thing.
Okay.
My friend, I won't say his name. He is a fellow animator. He's really cool. He told me, because when I asked him, because I know that he's like into like horror movies and like all that stuff, and I know he has a bunch of like weird like ghost experiences, and I was like, dude, you want to like come on the show? And he told me this like story about, okay, he was in like 6th grade. It was like, I don't know why, but like the kids were not, sorry, I have this like weird pain right now, that's why I'm like doing that. Don't worry, I'm not dying.
Is a ghost slowly shanking you?
I know, right? I don't know, I think it's like gas from the beer.
Ooh, that's a new segment on Sapphire show. Ghost or gas?
Woo! I mean, you're not wrong. That's like the story of my life. But yeah, so he was in 6th grade and he was like in science class, and for some reason like they just weren't learning. Somebody, like, it wasn't like class time, but they were all in there. It was like lunchtime maybe, but somebody brought out a Ouija board and they're like, let's use it. And then my friend, he's like, I don't want to touch it. He stood off to the side and watched them play with it, and while they were playing with it, he looked over at, like, you know, it's like science class, so they have those like human skeletons.
Mm-hmm.
And like, okay, so the skeleton, he said, the jaw was broken, so it was just dangling. But then when they started playing with it, it started moving.
Oh my gosh!
And then, but that's not even the worst part. So he saw that and he was like, oh my God. He's like, you guys, the freaking skeleton's like talking. And so they were like freaked out, and so they stopped using it. This is when he was in 6th grade, right? He said after that day when he got home, he felt like somebody was standing behind him all the time. Like he had, you know how like that feeling when someone's standing behind you?
Is there a word for that feeling?
I'm sure there is. I don't know what it is, but he had that feeling until he was in college.
Wow.
It stayed with him. And then this is when it went away. So like he had a friend in college. He told her the story, and she was like, oh, you know what? I think I can help you, because she, I think, was a Wiccan or something. And so she told, like, they were in the dorm room. She was like, okay, just step outside for a minute. I'll tell you when to come back in. So he went outside the dorm room, waited a little bit, and she's like, okay, come in. He came in, and the feeling was gone. So like she did some sort of whatever, and then it was gone.
Whoa.
And I'm just like, what?
I feel like it must have been a benevolent spirit or whatever was there, because if it followed all the way to college and didn't do anything bad besides being
but I mean, can you imagine just like having that feeling constantly?
Yeah, that's spooky.
That's
really
weird.
Spooky. Ooh, I hate that. Ooh.
Right? I don't know.
I wonder how she got rid of it.
She did some sort of like spell or something.
Saged him.
Yeah.
Did you try to do spells when you were younger? I tried,
this
is showing my age a little bit, but I tried to do spells when I was in middle school, and I printed them out from AOL.com.
Oh my God, I love it.
And printed them out, and they were like, so it was AOL.com, which you guys probably don't know about, but like the internet was pretty limited back then, and it was like, I found some website that was like witches spells, and I did one to make boys like me.
Oh my God.
But here's the thing, the spell was make your lover cornbread and put your period blood in it, like by the light of the full moon or something. And I was a 7th grader and I hadn't had my period yet, so I couldn't do the spell. And that's why I've never had a boyfriend.
Oh my God. I love that so much. You didn't have
I got as far as printing it. I printed like a bunch out without looking at them, and then I was like, dang it.
Gotta wait a couple more years. Oh my God, that's amazing. You know what though, speaking of love spells, same freaking cousin with the other story. She said that her friend was a Wiccan. I think maybe this is high school.
Mm-hmm.
She was a Wiccan. She said that she did a love spell with it. It said like, I want all men to find me attractive, or want to be attractive to men.
Done.
And here's the thing, like, it worked, but the problem is, you've got brothers, you've got dads, you got uncles, and so it's like she got the creepy vibes from like everyone. So it's just, that always stuck with me because I'm just like, oh my god, it's like The Craft, where it's like, you don't know, like,
you get what you wish for.
Yeah, you get exactly what you wish for.
Dude,
so be careful.
That is like, I feel like that's such a teen thing to ask for, because when you're an adult woman, you're like, yeah, no, guys want anybody all the time.
You don't need a spell.
Like, you don't need a spell. Guys are just like that, and it's terrible.
Yeah. It's like, how do I get them to stop?
Don't go. Yeah, ask the Wiccan witches how to make guys stop liking.
Yeah, exactly. All right, are we ready?
Yes. Have you seen The Love Witch, by the way?
Is that a movie?
Yeah. Great movie about love spells. Check it out. It's like very purposefully campy because it's done like a 70s Italian horror film. Ooh. And it is about a witch that casts love spells, and you will love it.
How do I watch it?
It's on Amazon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Check it out, everybody. The Love Witch.
All right.
Yeah, very good.
Okay, so first thing we got to do is ask if anyone's here. So usually what I like to do is like to close, like we'll close our eyes and then move it around, and then when we feel it stop, we'll, oh wait, we should flip it over because this thing like gets caught in the thing. It's very cheap.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Right, is anybody here? I like to like get it going. Okay.
Is that you?
That's me.
Okay. I was like, damn, she's going crazy.
Is it stopping?
Yeah.
Okay, what is that?
What
is that? M? N?
M.
It's kind of between the M and the N.
Okay. I mean, I feel like if they answered no, then they're lying, because that's like saying, are you up? No.
Yeah, right. Like, clearly you are. Okay.
Hey, Ghost, you up?
Ghost, you up? Oh. Wait. Oh, yes.
Oh.
All right, we got a ghost. Okay, let's ask what's your name?
What's her name?
What's your name what is that? 3?
3. The third?
What? Your name is 3.
3. Beautiful name, 3.
All right,
Love
3.
your name.
How did you die?
Yo, that's rude. You're not supposed to ask that.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
That's what I've been asking.
You're not supposed to ask how they died. But hey,
wait,
3, how did you die? Sorry to be rude.
How did you die?
Really?
Wait, because what if we're speaking to something that like was never alive?
Whoa. Like a robot? Like,
No!
Like what? Like,
No, like a...
like a Robert? Like a Robert the doll? That is just...
Or like, just like a bodiless spirit or something. I don't know.
Ooh, are you just a spirit banging around?
Just banging
Looking for a
around.
host?
Cool. Oh. Oh. Oh.
It's going all the way. It's going all the way off. Goodbye.
Oh
3,
my
I'm
God,
sorry.
Okay. What should we ask? How old are you? Do spirits have ages?
Probably too long to spell on the board. 3, what's your favorite color?
Ooh, I like that. Okay. When you were alive.
Spirits see color.
I don't know. I think they can see a lot of things we can't see. Oh.
They can see colors we can't even see, probably.
The turtle. Oh, still moving.
M.
Okay.
Maroon?
Ooh. All right, wait. Let's keep going.
Wait, are we talking about your favorite band? Is it Maroon 5?
Maroon 3.
Maroon 3! members of Maroon 5.
Right.
Oh my god, we were blessed. Y'all remember Maroon 5?
Are they still making music?
I don't know.
Oh. Okay. Oh.
P.
MP.
Market price. That's what they say at nice sushi restaurants.
Yeah.
When
Which
you
means
want to
it's
order the
really
uni.
expensive.
Which means it's very expensive.
It means we won't tell you till we charge you.
Number 3, do you like sushi?
Oh.
We sushi fan in here. God, if 3 has never had a host body, they probably never had sushi.
That's true. Oh, what's that? What is that? E?
E.
E.
Have you ever had sushi? Not a big fan.
I guess not. What's your favorite food?
Yeah. Number 3 loves maroon and also loves the food. Let's find out.
What is that? Q?
Q. Quail?
Quail. Ooh, quail egg is actually really good.
Quail.
Have you had
Nice
quail
one.
bird?
Yeah.
I don't know what quail bird tastes like.
It's just like a tiny chicken. It's just like
With
you
a
get,
little-
yeah, like what's the other one? The small hen that you can have. Sorry to ignore you 3. We'll talk about the small hens later.
Tiny hens.
Yeah, quail is delicious. 3. Do you spy on Sapphire?
Oh my
when she's
God.
nude? Be honest. 3.
Okay, I walk around my
She
house
lives
naked all the
here.
time.
We all do. 3. You gotta be honest. Number 3.
No. You should lie. 3. Oh. Oh. No.
Oh,
No.
where's it going?
No.
3. You're
No. I'll never be naked again.
you know what? I don't blame you. But you're a good spirit, right? Right, 3. You're good.
Ooh, we should ask if they know Ray.
Oh yeah.
Do you know
We
Ray
should.
the ghost?
But you good though, right?
Ooh. W?
W. That's my name. Oh. Maybe
know
3's turning it
you.
on me and saying, "Are you good?"
Oh my god. Ooh.
All right, 3. I see you. I see you,
Sassy.
3. Do you know Ray the ghost?
Yeah. Oop. Nothing.
Negative. Do spirits prefer the term ghosts or spirits? What's the more sensitive thing to say?
What's more politically correct?
Yes. We're trying to be cognizant of your feelings.
Oh. Oh. Oh, where's it going?
Oh.
Oh, it went off.
Maybe neither.
Oh. Okay.
Ooh.
So what?
What
okay,
would you
so
like
what
to be
is-
called?
Yeah. What's the PC term? I genuinely can't think of any other way to call a ghost a ghost.
Spirits. Oh, specters.
Spectre. There's
Phantom.
Phantom.
Phantasm.
Sounds weird. Oh, nothing.
All right. Maybe 3 just doesn't care.
Yeah.
Just doesn't-
3.
3, you seem really chill except for your constant spying on Sapphire. What about Elliot? Do you spy on Elliot
spy
when
on
he's
Elliot?
nude?
Sure they do.
Let's see if you discriminate. 3.
Her name is 3.
That's a yes. 3. Are
Whoa,
you?
3's
3?
a perv.
Are you kind of a perv?
3's
No
a
judgment.
perv.
No judgment. Are you a little bit of a perv though?
You know what's crazy?
What?
Everything that they spelled out, okay, M, W, and 3, it's all kind of the same. Just rotated.
Ooh. Also my initials. And I'm the 3rd child.
Yo!
Whoa.
It's calling you out.
3. You trying to give me a shout out right now?
Yeah. That's exactly what's happening.
Yeah.
Wait,
3.
what else
Someone
should we...
says, ask if it's male or female. That's a good idea. Use ink. Musa ink? I need glasses.
No. Oh. Okay. What gender, if any, do you identify as?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, M and W could be like male or man or woman. And maybe third, like for a third gender.
So they passed yes.
Oh.
So I'm thinking 3 is this
Just all
super
of it.
tight, pervy, non-gender binary ghost.
Yeah.
Correct?
Okay. Ask 3 their social security number. I think it's 3.
7. If it likes apple taters.
What?
Apple tatters.
What's their favorite? Ask it to move something in the room. No.
Oh.
No, you don't do that. Because
3.
then you're asking it to take physical form.
Ooh, yeah. Nope. Stay up wherever
Nope,
you
you
are. 3.
stay.
we love you. Stay where you are. 3. What's your opinion on dolls?
Ooh, okay. Let's see. Q again.
Q. Cool.
Cool.
3. You're kind of a nerd. Q. Very cute. Ooh. 3. Are you happy?
Oh, okay. Well, I'll be sad if it's no.
Yeah, me too. I hope we're rooting for you. Must be happy if they're seeing both of you naked.
Oh my. Oh.
Come on, 3. You happy? Yes.
Okay. So you're okay. You're an okay spirit.
You're all right, 3.
What is being dead cool?
Yeah, is it chill?
What's it like?
I mean, I'm assuming it's pretty chill since they get to just spy on you guys naked whenever with no consequences.
I know.
So, probably doing what I would do if I was dead.
I know, just spy on naked people.
Yeah, do you like being dead?
Yeah. Wait, what? Oh my god. You're using a Stranger Things Christmas Lights Ouija board. Its name is 3. Do you think it knows 11? That's pretty good.
3, do you love Netflix? Do they get Netflix in the spirit realm?
Do you watch with us when we're watching Netflix?
Oh,
ghost friends. Oh.
Wow, that immediately went to yes. So either yes, there is Netflix in the spirit realm, or somebody's using your account without your permission. Listen, 3, I'm not going to tell anybody.
Netflix and chills.
Ooh.
I hate myself.
Z. Oh, bored by our jokes.
Wait, have you heard of Zozo?
No. What's Zozo?
Zozo's like the Ouija board demon, where like he's apparently like really bad, but like you know that it's him if it goes Zio. Where it goes. Sorry, so that seeing the Z like kind of freaked me out.
3, you don't know Zozo, right? 3, do you know Zozo? Oh no! Don't meet them. They seem like they're not so good.
No.
Don't ever leave this house because here you're very welcome. You're protected.
Zozo is the devil.
Zozo. Do you like metal music? 3?
Is that J?
J.
They're a band that starts with J. Or he's like, Ja.
Jazz! Jazz! Or we have a Mexican ghost and it's ja 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 ja.
Yeah, we don't know what ethnicity you are, 3. What's your ethnicity?
If any.
If any. Just, mud.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I have a feeling 3 is like transcends a human form. Like,
yeah.
3, have you ever taken on a corporeal form?
Yeah.
Or are you just doing what spirits do?
What were you like as a person if you were a person? I was a thing.
Are you a spirit form? I. All right.
Okay.
Gotcha. Let's see. What's the mango ghost?
The mango ghost.
I ate a mango today, and then more mango. Sapphire gave me some yummy mango. That was real tasty.
So good. Has 3 ever heard of any other supernatural stories? What?
Oh my god, Cthulhu 444, Jucifer.
Jucifer! That's kind of funny. Does she like your dogs?
3, do you like dogs?
Oh no. Oh no. No.
Aww.
Don't hurt my dogs.
No. You wouldn't hurt Sapphire and Elliot's dogs, though, right?
No, they wouldn't.
Because you seem respectful and nice, if not a little perverted. That's okay. It's in all of us. You're nice, right? You wouldn't hurt any dogs, right?
Haven't hurt us yet, so
Yeah.
I think they're okay.
Yeah, they're good.
All right. Oh, it is it's 7:40.
Okay.
So you need to leave soon.
Yeah, I do. All
right,
Okay,
so
thank you, 3.
3, we're gonna say bye to you now. So we just go like this. Goodbye.
Goodbye, 3.
And then, God, do we say something like, don't haunt me.
Don't haunt me, bro.
Don't haunt, and then we have to
Totally cool to spy naked, though.
Just don't let me know when you're looking at me. Is all I care about.
That would be crazy. What if 3 started leaving cute little romantic messages on your steamed up shower?
No!
Mirror, being like 3 plus Sapphire plus Elliot. Wait, 3 because
there's 3.
You're the
they're
the third. They're the third in your relationship. You haven't.
No!
Dude, you're part of a ghost throuple.
Ghost throuple! Oh my god. I have to tell Elliot. Oh man. Oh, so many things have changed.
Oh yeah. I hope this doesn't change the dynamic of your relationship too much.
I mean, it's gonna.
I guess you guys are technically polyamorous now.
Wow.
Oh, learn something
Have some
new
things
every
to
day.
think about. Whitney unfortunately has to leave us. But thank you so much for coming. This was so fun.
Thank you for having me. I love talking about spooky stuff. And thank you guys for kicking it with us on Twitch and YouTube. Y'all are so sweet. Don't trust the dolls.
Don't trust the dolls. Do you guys want Whitney to come back? I'm sure they will.
Yay!
Would you want to come back?
Totally. Yeah, I live down the street from you. I'm down to come and hang out and drink beer literally whenever.
Awesome.
And next time, we didn't even get to scary comic books.
I know.
So I'm a big comic book nerd. Maybe next time I can come and tell you guys all about the horror comics that there are out because there are so many good ones. Yeah.
Yay, awesome. And before we leave, is there anything you would like to plug?
Ooh, just follow me on Twitter if you're on Twitter. It's Whitney Moore, TWEET. I can spell. Tweet me, NEY Moore. And that's where you'll find all the projects I'm working on. Bloody Disgusting, Geek and Sundry. If you feel like tuning in tonight, I am GMing a game. And it's going to be super fun.
How do I see that?
It's at twitch.tv/geek and sundry.
Okay,
and super, super fun. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Critical Role, which is Geek and Sundry's big D&D game. Those are a bunch of my friends that I go to Burning Man with, and it's insane because they've been playing those characters for like 6 years.
Oh my god.
The dedication, they're real tears. Like, it is. This show is not that. This is a very silly, like last time there was, as a GM, I summoned a thing called a Glareling, which is a wizard summons like a red ball of energy when he gives you a nasty look and you have to fight it. And somebody wanted to romance it, so we let that happen. Like, there's some silly shit that happens on it. We don't take it super seriously, but it's very, very fun. Yeah. That's
all right. I will tune in.
Okay. Well, thanks, guys. See you later.
Yay! Bye. Let's say bye to all the people that stuck around to the end.
Oh, thanks everybody.
Bye, Ekin Soap, Ezio Games, Clementine and Artist, Hannah Simpson, Selena Montez, Cthulhu 444, Muse Inc., Spirit Peril, Marie Ariel,
Macluna,
Zuru
Ark, Zoro Aruik. I am doing it bad.
Anime Girl, BTS Forever, Bea Estrella,
Alternative Void. Okay, McLuhan, you said that already. Bye!